Good morning, students. Now we have come to the third chapter of Unit 1. Name of that chapter is Reproductive Health. So here we have to study about the definition of the reproductive health. After that, what is the need for reproductive health problems and strategies, social impact, sex ratio, male and female, and all these infanticide, feticide, all these things will be discussed. We will be discussing in this chapter, and it is very much interesting topic also. So, first, what do we mean by reproductive health? And a reproductive health represents a society with people having physically and functionally, these two important points, physically and functionally normal reproductive organs. And that is the definition. Represents a society, a place where the people will be having physically and functionally normal reproductive organs. Healthy people have healthier babies and are able to care for their family and contribute more to the society and community. So any healthy person, those who are healthy, here restricted form we are saying the reproductive health, and healthy person can contribute the society and community, can take care of their family, mainly in case of women we will be discussing in this chapter. So healthy women or healthy person have healthier babies and are able to care for their family and contribute more to the society and community. Now next, health is a community issue. So that's why we can say health is a community issue. Reproductive system, we know it is a complex system controlled by two systems. What are the two systems are controlling the reproductive system? The nervous system and endocrine system. Nervous system we know, and endocrine system related to the system which deals with the endocrine glands, those who are secreting the hormones. Hence, it is important to take necessary steps to protect it from infectious diseases and injury. Now, this is a definition only for 2 marks we have to study. Now, next part, it is for 4 marks or 5 marks question, need for reproductive health problems and strategies. India is considered as the first few countries in the world to initiate the family planning program, and it has been started from 1951 and is periodically assessed also every decade, every 10 years it has been assessed. These programs are popularly known as RCH. In full form, short form it is called RCH. What is the full form? Now, reproductive and child health care. What are the tasks? What is the planning? What are the main criteria for this planning program? The first one, this is for 5 points are there, may come for 5 marks question also. Creating awareness and providing medical assistance to build a healthy society. Creative, so that is the first point. Second point, introducing sex education in schools to provide information about adolescence and adolescence related changes. It is also very much essential because the school will be giving the base for all these practice. Now next one, educating couples and those who are marriageable age groups, attending marriage age groups, about the available birth control methods and family planning norms, to be those people also to be educated, to be discussed what are the drawbacks and what are the advantages. Now next one, creating awareness about care for pregnant women. What are the problems they may get during pregnancy, so they have to take care. Creating awareness about care. And postnatal care, after delivery of the baby also they have to take care. Postnatal after giving birth of the child, mother should take care, and child also to be taken care of, and the importance of breastfeeding. Now next, fifth point, encouraging and supporting governmental and non-governmental agencies to identify new methods or to improve upon the existing methods of birth control. New methods can be invented, or the whatever existing methods are also there can be improved. So these are the 5 points for need for reproductive health problems and strategies. Now next part we are going to discuss about the amniocentesis. It is a biological term. The word has come from amniotic fluid. Amniocentesis and its statutory ban. Legal ban of this amniocentesis process had taken place. Why? We are going to discuss. 2 marks question is a book back question. Due to small family norms and the skewed choice, very much particular about the male child. Skewed, very much particular, biasness, it's biased. Skewed choice for a male child, female population is decreasing at an alarming rate. Amniocentesis is a, so what do you mean by amniocentesis? Amniocentesis is a prenatal technique. Prenatal means before the birth of the child's sex can be identified. So is a prenatal technique used to detect any chromosomal abnormalities in the fetus, and it is being often misused to determine the sex of the fetus. That is called amniocentesis. So amniotic fluid will be taken, and from there chromosomal abnormalities can be found out, and male and female child also can be identified. Once the sex of the fetus is known, there may be a chance of female feticide. Then female child, if it is female child, female fetus, the couple may abort. That's why amniocentesis had been statutory banned. Hence, a statutory ban on amniocentesis is imposed, or been forced to ban this amniocentesis process. So 2 marks question, why? No, it can be found out chromosomal abnormalities. Second thing also, it is being often misused to determine the sex of the fetus. Once the sex of the fetus is known, there may be a chance of female feticide. That's why the ban of amniocentesis is imposed. Now next, social impact. Social impact of sex ratio, female feticide and infanticide. Sex ratio, this is only the story of where to study, I will inform you. The sex ratio is the ratio of males to the females in a population. In India, the child sex ratio has decreased over the decade from 927 to 919 female for every 1000 males. So ratio is 1000 is to 919. That is the ratio. To correct this ratio, steps are needed to change the mindset and attitude of people, especially in the young adults. Female feticide and infanticide is the manifestation of gender discrimination in our society. So what are the 2 reasons this sex ratio had been decreased? Because of female feticide and infanticide is the manifestation of gender discrimination in our society. So what do you mean by female feticide? The word is saying what is the meaning of this. Feticide means fetus condition, if it is female child, can be aborted. So female feticide refers to aborting the female in the mother's womb, whereas female infanticide, that means after birth, it is before birth. If it is killed, female child is killed, it is called female feticide, and after birth, if the female child has been killed, it is called infanticide, killing of the female child after birth. So very minor difference, but very much important also. They have resulted in imbalance in sex ratio. That is, these are the 2 reasons. In UNDP's GII, what is the full form? Now, United Nations Develop, U for United, N for Nations, D for Developmental, P for Programs. Now, GII, Gender Inequality Index. G for Gender, I for Inequality, I for Index. 2018 has been reflected that India has ranked at 135 out of 187 countries due to availability of very low economic opportunities to women as compared to men. Women are having the less opportunity for economic opportunities to women as compared to men, and India is occupying the position 135 out of 187 countries. So some measures to be taken how to prevent this discrimination between these two sexes. That's why in order to prevent female feticide and infanticide, Government of India has made certain rules. What are the rules have been made? First one, PCPNDT. Government of India has taken various steps like PCPNDT Act. What is the full form? Now, preconception, PC for preconception, and PN, prenatal, D for diagnostic, T for technique in 1994, enacted, imposed to ban the identification of the sex and to prevent the use of prenatal diagnostic techniques for selective abortion. That is the first measure that Act has been implemented. Various measures are taken by the government to ensure survival, provision, better nutrition, education, protection, empowerment of girls by eliminating differences in the sex ratio, infant mortality rate, and improving their nutrition education status. Now, second point, POCSO Act, that is another act, prevention of children from sexual offences. Third one, sexual harassment at workplace, that is Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act. And the changes in the criminal law. The fourth one, criminal law based on the recommendation of Justice Verma Committee in 2013 aims at creating safe and secure environment for both male and females. So these are the 4 preventive measures have been taken to maintain the sex ratio in India. Now next part we are going to discuss about the population explosion and birth control. Thank you, children.